My name is Hailley Simpson. I'm from Belmont, New Hampshire, and I am a rising junior in the Peter T. Paul College of Business and Economics. I have a major in business administration with a focus in marketing and information systems and business analytics. This past summer, I interned for Kraft Hot Sauce based in Lowell, Mass. However, we worked out of a co-working space in Manchester, New Hampshire. Kraft Hot Sauce is a small batch hot sauce company with their own personal brand named Craic sauce. So we actually manufacture, produce, and sell our very own hot sauce. But we also sell craft hot sauces from around the world. The owner's name is Brian Rollman, and that was the only person that I was working with, as he's the only employee of this company besides me as of this summer. My role was the digital marketing intern. So I was working a lot on his website platform, which happened to be Shopify. I was inputting products, writing descriptions. I also was doing a lot of digital design for social media and for cover photos for blog posts and all kinds of advertisements. I also was working a lot with search engine optimization, SEO. Brian used to work at HubSpot, so he was teaching me all about the best ways to optimize your website to improve its rankings on a search engine. So we were putting in alt text on images, we were writing meta descriptions, trying to include long tail keywords in all of our blog posts. And a major achievement I had this summer was having the autonomy to take on a blog post myself. So what working at this startup taught me that startups are constantly changing, and it's not just week to week, day to day, it's hour to hour. In the morning we would meet, I would have my list of to-dos that Brian would go over with me, and then throughout the day I would be working on them, and maybe I was inputting products on the website, and he would G-chat me and ask me to create a design for a t-shirt. And all day, every day, it was kind of switching up. And I really enjoyed the fast-paced environment of it, but I would not have been able to imagine how fast it is without experiencing it firsthand. Second thing is that startups really rely on the community. For us personally, Brian is going to farmers markets around Lowell, Mass, and honestly around Mass and New Hampshire itself, and he's selling hot sauce at little farmers markets to bring in revenue, in addition to his website and his wholesale opportunities. So he's literally relying on people to come and personally buy his hot sauce from him, the owner. And then the third thing was that quality comes first in a startup. Your name isn't recognized when you're talking to people. That's what you're doing. You're building your brand. So your products have to be of quality. They have to do what you say they do, and you have to find need for your product. And so unlike a lot of larger companies that are focusing on getting numbers out to meet the demand, we're focusing on making the demand because of our quality. So for us, we were using fresh ingredients, locally sourced, very safe environment, FDA approved, really focusing on the individual product. And that's huge for startups. So that was really interesting to also see firsthand. Working at this startup taught a lot about myself. One of those things was that I really like multitasking. I really like having a list of things to do and being able to knock them off in any sort of order throughout the day. I found that it's probably one of my strengths. I can keep things in the back of my mind and remember to come back to it. And it was always really refreshing to hear Brian say like, oh my gosh, like good job, or I forgot about this, thank you. So that was something that I learned that I could handle as a fast-paced environment, so that was exciting. Another thing is that autonomy is really important to me. I was proving to Brian that I could handle the workload and I could handle it well of quality, like I said before. And so he was able to put a lot more trust in me, which gave me the opportunity to write the long blog post. And that was just super rewarding, and I'm so thankful to have that opportunity. So it really is important to me that there's a trust between my coworkers and I and my bosses and I, because autonomy is really important to me. I want to be able to take things on and prove that I can do them. So moving forward from this internship, I was thinking a lot about my future interviews and future careers, and something that I told Brian in this internship was that I don't know a lot about hot sauce or even Shopify in the very beginning. But if there's a problem, I will figure it out. I'm a problem solver, and that's something that I want to convey to any company that I interview for moving forward, because I feel like that's all they're looking for. They're looking for someone that can get the job done and they're reliable. And that was something that I found in myself and that I was able to finally find the words for. And so hopefully in future interviews, I'll be able to tell people that yes, you have problems and I might not be an expert on it, but I will find someone who is and I'll get it done for you. So that was super awesome to really learn throughout this internship. And that's something I'm going to continue to keep on doing wherever I work. Um, Another thing is that I was doing a lot more graphic design work than I thought I would be doing, and I loved it. I'm fortunate to have the Adobe suite because of school, and I want to continue to keep doing that. My art kind of dropped off after high school, but I'm going to continue to find ways to incorporate that into my life, whether that be just a hobby or a side hustle. So that was cool that Brian really, he instilled some faith in myself and my art abilities. So that was really nice to experience in this startup. So my summer has been super awesome so far, and I just want to say thank you so much. Big shout out to the East Center and Heather, because my original internship through this program was in Boston at QZM, and it got canceled because of COVID. So thank you for this second opportunity. I really appreciate it, and I learned so much. Thank you so much to the Patton Family Foundation. I've learned so much about myself in so many ways that I can better myself in the future. I have more of a career path now, and I'm just so happy that this summer worked out the way it did, and that it was all thanks to the Patton Family Foundation for providing it.